A rainy day adventure. Sam woke up to the gentle sound of raindrops tapping on his window. Although the sky was gray and the day was wet, he felt excited because he knew that even rainy days could bring fun surprises. He looked outside and saw that the streets glistened with fresh water and that the trees swayed softly in the cool breeze. Sam believed that a rainy day was not a day for feeling gloomy, but a day for discovering new things and having an adventure. After a quick breakfast, Sam put on his favorite blue raincoat and grabbed his bright red umbrella. He remembered that his father had once told him, "Rain can bring hidden treasures if you look carefully." And he wanted to see for himself what treasures might be waiting. As he stepped outside, the cool droplets landed on his face, and the clean, earthy smell of rain filled the air. Every sound and color seemed different today, and Sam was eager to explore the changed world. As Sam walked down the quiet street, he soon met his friends Lily and Tom. Lily wore a cheerful yellow raincoat, and Tom carried a sturdy green umbrella. They greeted each other with big smiles and warm waves despite the light drizzle. "Let's go on a rainy day adventure," Lily said, and everyone agreed happily. The friends began their journey through the town, careful on the wet pavement and excited about the surprises the day might bring. Walking together, they noticed how the rain made everything look brighter and livelier. The pavement was dotted with small puddles that reflected the dark clouds above, and each step made a little splash. As they strolled along, they talked about how rain helps the plants grow and makes the air feel fresh. Tom added, "Rain makes the flowers open and the trees shine with life." Their conversation made them appreciate nature even more. Soon, the friends reached the town park, a place that looked magical in the rain. Large trees stood proudly, their leaves sparkling with water droplets, and the green grass shone as if it had been polished. In the middle of the park, there was a small pond that looked like a giant mirror. The rain created ripples on its surface, and the sound of the drops hitting the water was like a soft, calming music. The three friends sat by the pond for a moment, taking in the beauty and peace of the rainy park. While they admired the pond, a soft meow caught their attention. Near a bush at the edge of the pond, they discovered a small kitten, wet and trembling from the cold rain. The kitten looked frightened and alone. Lily knelt down and gently picked it up, saying, "Don't worry, little one. We will help you." Sam and Tom agreed, and they wrapped the kitten in a spare scarf that Lily always carried. They decided to call the kitten Raindrop because its fur glistened just like the water falling from the sky. After taking care of Raindrop, the friends continued their adventure by following a narrow, winding path that led them to a secret garden hidden behind tall hedges. This garden was a special place that many people did not know about, and on a rainy day, it looked even more enchanting. Along the path, wildflowers bowed gently under the weight of the raindrops, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of roses and jasmine. Sam led the way with careful steps, feeling as if they were entering a hidden world that only revealed itself during rainy days. Inside the secret garden, the friends found a small wooden bench under a large oak tree. The tree's branches spread wide, offering shelter from the occasional heavy drop. They sat down and enjoyed a small snack that Tom had packed in his backpack. There were warm sandwiches and a thermos filled with hot chocolate. While they savored their treats, they shared stories about previous rainy days and the little adventures they had experienced. Sam told them about a time when he jumped in a giant puddle and felt like he was flying. Their laughter mixed with the sound of rain, and the moment felt both joyful and calm. As the friends talked, the rain began to fall more steadily, and the wind picked up. The dark clouds seemed to gather closer, and the friendly patter of the rain turned into a steady, heavy drumming sound. Realizing that they might get too wet if they stayed outside too long, the group decided to find a safe place to wait for the rain to ease up. They remembered a small, old gazebo at the edge of the park and quickly made their way there. The wooden structure had a roof that kept the rain away, and inside they could feel warm and dry. In the cozy shelter of the gazebo, they looked out at the rainy scene. Through the gaps in the roof, they could see that the dark clouds were beginning to break apart, and a few rays of sunlight were peeking through. The air was still filled with the fresh scent of rain, and the sound of droplets falling on the roof was like a soothing lullaby. While they waited, they noticed an older man sitting on a nearby bench, also watching the rain. With a friendly smile, he greeted them and said, "Sometimes a heavy rain brings people together and gives us a moment to appreciate life." His kind words made the friends feel even more connected to the day. The older man, Mr. Roberts, told them stories about the town's past and explained how many exciting events had happened on rainy days. His tales were interesting and filled with lessons about resilience, kindness, and the beauty of nature. The friends listened carefully, realizing that even in a rainy day, there were important lessons to learn and shared memories to cherish. After a while, the rain slowed, and the friends stepped out of the gazebo. As they looked up, they were greeted by an amazing sight. A brilliant rainbow stretched across the sky. The colors of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple shone brightly against the fading gray clouds, filling everyone with hope and wonder. They took several photos with their phones and promised to remember this special moment. The rainbow was a symbol that even after a storm, beauty and light always returned. With their hearts lifted by the rainbow, the friends continued their adventure by visiting a small market in the town center. The market was full of life, with vendors selling fresh fruits, vegetables, and handmade crafts under large umbrellas. The friendly voices of the sellers mixed with the lingering sound of rain, creating an atmosphere of warmth and community. Sam, Lily, and Tom walked through the market, admiring the colorful displays and chatting with the people they met. They even bought a small bouquet of wildflowers as a reminder of their day. On their way home, the three friends discussed how the rain had changed their day. Sam said, "I used to think that rainy days were boring, but today I have learned that they can be full of surprises and fun." Lily agreed, adding, "Yes, the rain makes everything look different, and sometimes it helps us see beauty where we did not expect it." Tom nodded and said, "Our adventure today has taught me that every weather has its own charm if we choose to see it." Their conversation was filled with gratitude for the unexpected joys that the day had brought. When they finally reached their homes, the sky was clearing and the streets were slowly drying. The friends hugged goodbye and promised to meet again for another adventure soon. Sam walked slowly along the familiar path to his house, his heart full of new memories and the warmth of friendship. He thought about the small kitten, Raindrop, and hoped that it would soon find a loving home. He also remembered Mr. Roberts's wise words and the incredible beauty of the rainbow. Later that evening, Sam sat at his desk and began to write in his diary. He described every detail of his rainy day adventure: the sound of the rain, the fresh smell of wet earth, the taste of hot chocolate, and the joy of spending time with friends. Sam wrote, "Today I learned that even a rainy day can be an adventure full of surprises and kindness. The rain may seem gloomy at first, but it can wash away worries and help us discover hidden beauty." His words were simple, yet full of meaning, and they reminded him that every day held the possibility of learning something new. That rainy day taught Sam and his friends an important lesson. Even when the weather is dark and cold, there is always light and warmth to be found in small moments of kindness and adventure. The rain had brought them together, helped them appreciate nature, and showed them that sometimes the unexpected can lead to wonderful discoveries. Sam went to bed feeling grateful and inspired, knowing that every drop of rain carried a promise of hope and renewal. As he drifted off to sleep, Sam dreamed of future adventures on rainy days, where every challenge could be turned into a moment of joy and every storm could lead to a beautiful rainbow. With a peaceful heart, he knew that he would always remember this rainy day adventure, and that, in the end, life was full of unexpected wonders if only he looked closely enough.